Good morning, everyone. Stephen Whiteside here of theuptrend.com with our look at the NASDAQ top 10 volume leaders from Tuesday's trading action. Well, the markets have opened this morning and things are fairly quiet. Today is a Fed day, and so we're expecting volatility to expand after 2 p.m. this afternoon. Let's start off this morning's presentation taking a look at the NASDAQ 100 ETF, or the Qs. It has already been able to trade through one early warning signal up there. We are still in the flypaper channel, so we're still stuck in resistance. We're also stuck at the moving average convergence, and if you look back to last year, you can see that we had to take two runs before we were able to break through the convergence, and so right now we're stuck at the 200-day moving average and at our mathematical resistance of 106.25. If we can break out above Monday's high, then look for a move up to 109.38. If we get up in that area, then of course this open gap here comes into play. Looking down on Wednesday, we need to close below 104.32 to generate a sell signal. And depending on what happens this afternoon with the Fed, that could possibly happen today. Next up, let's take a look at our 10 most actively traded stocks from Tuesday's trading action. I'm going to sort this list from strongest to weakest. We are not looking for any buying opportunities here. We have a bunch of stocks that are currently overbought, and then we have some stocks that were overbought that are currently moving down, and we have one stock that's been in a downtrend for a while and has fallen through the bottom of our projected trading range. And so we'll start with Apple Computer as our first stock this morning. Looking at Apple Computer, so far we've been able to trade through one early warning signal, still projecting higher prices here up to the 110 area on this chart. If you look at our price target chart, we're moving up to the 106.25 level. If we can break through that, and there is a lot of resistance here at 106.25, then 112.50 is our next mathematical target. But to get there, we've got to break out above the top of the flypaper channel, and we'd have to break out above the 200-day moving average. Currently, we're stuck at the 100-day moving average and hoping to break away from it. On the downside, on Wednesday, we need to close below $100.32 to give us a new sell signal for Apple Computer. Our next stock this morning is Facebook, and Facebook ran down, filled an open gap in January, and then has been trying to move back up to the January highs. We've traded through one early warning signal so far. We are projecting up to the 115 area on this chart. Unlike a lot of other stocks you're looking at right now, we are looking for the moving averages to actually act as support. And you can see that the 200-day moving average has been a great place for people to pick up this stock. So just keep that in mind next time we've got Facebook moving lower. If it can hold the 200-day, that would be another great opportunity to buy the stock. Looking at price targets, we're looking for a move up to 112.50. That's our next mathematical target. You can see back in January we peaked above that and got as high as 117.59. So mathematically, it's 118.75. Couldn't make it there in January, so just to keep an eye on those two numbers if we can break out above the 112.50 level. We're currently on a buy signal. We've been on a buy signal for the last couple of days. A close below 106.73 would give us a sell signal on Wednesday. Our next stock this morning is Cisco, and Cisco had an early warning signal, didn't do a lot to it. We're still projecting higher prices up to the $28 level. We're almost there now, had a high of $27.69 yesterday. $28.13 is our next mathematical target to the upside. If we look back at a weekly chart, $28.13 is our next weekly target as well. You can see there's a lot of resistance overhead, and back in October, we got as high as $29.49. So just keep an eye on that. If we can break through 28.13, then there's a pretty good chance they'll take a run at the October high. On the downside, on a Wednesday, a close below 26.91 would give us a sell signal for Cisco. Our next stock this morning is Sirius, and we have had an early warning signal and a bearish reversal day. We have not had a lot of downward pressure since those two events happened. Notice that we have not taken out the bearish reversal day high, so that signal is still in play. The pros are still in control. Doesn't look like they want to give up control right now. Still having trouble at 391. If we can take out last week's high, then 410 would be our next target to the upside. On the downside on Wednesday, we need to close below $3.82 to give us a new sell signal. Our next stock this morning is Microsoft, and if you look to the right here, we're still projecting up to the $56 level. That would take us back up to the December highs. Notice that after we gapped higher, we basically haven't been able to move anywhere in the past 6 months. And for some people, that would be a good thing if they could look back and see that their stock hasn't moved in the past 6 months. But really, there hasn't been a lot of love for this stock. Notice that we made a low here and then a lower low. We made a lower high, and now we're going to see if we can take out that high to reverse the downward pressure that we've seen on Microsoft. It's been pretty sloppy trading for the past couple of weeks. We're currently on a buy signal. That would change on Wednesday with a close below 51.63. The pros are still in control, but barely. So, the first chart that we looked at, the fact that we haven't moved in 6 months, tells you a lot about how the market feels about the stock. 53.13, we're trying to break away from that level. If we can, then the January high comes into play up at 55.39 with a stop at this open gap. And then if we can take that out, then of course a move up to 56.25 would fit in with our panic zone target. Next up, we're looking at Intel, and Intel's had an early warning signal with no major pullback. 32.03 and then 32.81 are the next targets to the upside. On the downside, of course, we've got the fact that we're overbought at the moment. We're up at the top of the range here, stuck in the flypaper channel, so this is the time and place where you start to look lower. And on Wednesday, we need to close below 30.52 to give us a new sell signal for Intel. Next up, we're looking at Advanced Micro Devices, and we had quite a pullback last week and then a reversal, and ran up to resistance at 273. 273 is not only a daily target but a weekly target, and if we go back to the daily chart, you can see we ran down to 215 and reversed. A lot of support down at that level, and wouldn't be surprised if we tried to hit it again this week. If we look at the daily right side chart, we need to close below 226 on Wednesday to give us a new sell signal. Our next stock this morning is Frontier Communication. A couple of early warning signals up there through the top of the panic zones. We've seen a pullback. We're projecting down to the just above 420 at the moment. If we look at who's in control, you can see the pros are still in control, not that close to giving up control at the moment. If you look 2 lines down, you can see 488. And if you look back here, you can see that was an area of resistance. And of course, what was resistance on the way up can become support on the way down. Looking at a weekly chart, we were trying to break through 547 for the last couple of weeks. We certainly traded above it, but couldn't hold those levels. If we could take out this last week's high or the previous week's high, then 625 would certainly come into play. Looking up on Wednesday, we need to close above 544 to give us a new buy signal for Frontier Communications. Next up, we're looking at Groupon, and Groupon's come off the top of the panic zones, heading lower. We're projecting down to the 250 level. You'll notice that the pros are almost ready to give up control. We've got a couple of open gaps down there that could act as targets and potential areas of support. We'll have to see if those hold. 2 lines down from here takes us down to 313, right into the middle of the gap, and you can see there was a lot of resistance over here at the 313 level, so just be aware of that. Looking up on Wednesday, a close above 450 would give us a buy signal, and to get to there, you'd have to break through an open gap, which I don't think is going to happen on Wednesday. Our last stock this morning is Endo, and just a couple of things. It's been trading under the flypaper channel for quite a while. It's been trading under the moving averages, and traders have used the 50-day moving average as a place to sell the stock. So really not a lot of love here. We've broken through both our daily and weekly price targets at $37.50, $31.25, and then $25 are the next targets to the downside for this stock. You can see the pros gave up control at the end of December, and there hasn't been a lot of love for this stock in a long time, and so those are the types of stocks that drop through the bottom of the projected trading range. Okay, folks, that is all for this morning's presentation. Look for a fairly quiet day until the Fed minutes come out this afternoon at 2 p.m., and then look for volatility to expand. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you again soon.